Good morning from a happy pup. What do you look like? You are ridiculous. Good morning. I'm really warm today. I feel like the temperature this December is so bizarre. We had like a bout of frozen, frosty days, and then since then it's been quite warm. Like it was like 12 or 13 degrees yesterday. That's not normal. Like I want it to be below 10. I want it to be cold. I want to be cozy, but I'm in my jumper and I'm quite hot. The blow dryer is still blow drying, and I've got the Lisa Eldridge foundation on today. I was actually putting it on, and then when I was finished, I was like, I should have filmed this. But it is lovely. I have got a spot here, ignore that, but it is really lovely. Let me turn the lights off. Actually, and I'm gonna move you to my old favourite spot that I, for some reason, haven't vlogged in at all really this Christmas. It's Vlogmas, but it's actually quite a good spot. All of our Christmas presents are actually on the window seat, so I can't really put you central. But here's in some natural light, and you can really see how good the colour match is. I have got a spot here in a breakout. I think this is from, I have like 2 cuddly toys that I sleep on, and I think that's what it is. I do wash them all the time, but it might not even be that they're dirty. It could just be the kind of like rubbing. I don't know. I really ought to change what I use. Anyway, I think it's a beautiful colour match for my skin tone. There's no like line, and I feel like the one I was using before was the Typology Tinted Serum, and it was so dark for me that I was having to really blend it. And it is nice to have a foundation on that is literally my exact colour. It was shade number 7, if you are similar to me, and if you did miss that vlog, I got it in Liberty, and her range of foundations is amazing. So go check it out. If you are really pale or darker skinned, go check out Lisa Eldridge's range, because you may find that your colour is there and better represented, because I know that for people who are on either end of the spectrum of skin tones, they tend to just give you one option. So, and I think it's obviously even worse for if you've got darker skin tone. They give you basically nothing. So it's really great that she's got such a, obviously as an experienced makeup artist, she knows the difference in people's skin tones. So yeah, loving it. And it's very glowy, and it's the sort of foundation that you can build. I only put on a small amount, but I know that on the back it says that you can kind of add as you go. So I've got that on my skin. I've got some RMS Beauty blusher and highlighter on, some Typology lip oil, which is basically all I wear on my lips. Love them. And then I put a little bit of lip liner on, and then just sort of rub it in just to sort of create a shape. I've got my favourite mascara, which is the Amy tubing mascara in brown, and I love it. It's so lengthening, and it doesn't smudge because it's a tubing mascara, and it's really easy to take off. I feel like, why didn't anyone tell me about tubing mascaras before now? Because they are amazing, and they're like not, I feel like they're just great. And then I've got the Charlotte Tilbury like magic eyebrow wand thing, and then a bit of Bare Minerals powder, and that's what I've got on my face today. Oh, also a bit of Bare Minerals concealer. So there you go. Anyway, today is a kind of frantic day, in all honesty. Every day I have grand plans of what I'm gonna do. You may have noticed this throughout Vlogmas. And often it doesn't happen because, I guess because I'm on my computer, or maybe I'm just also one of those people who sets myself loads of things to do, and then often it isn't able to do them. That's one of my things I want to work on next year. But today we are going to sort out the house, so kind of like a prep for Christmas. I want to strip the beds so all the bedding can be washed, and just tidy up all the spaces and get the blow up bed, I'm not going to inflate it yet, but get it in the dressing room ready, and get the bedding out ready to make. And I want to wrap some presents, because I keep on saying I'm going to do it, oops, and I never do. So last night I was going to do it. We went to see Wonka, which was amazing. If you haven't seen it, go and see it in the cinema, because it's still out in the cinema, and I feel like this is the perfect time, Christmas week, when you have less things on your plate, or maybe you have more things on your plate because you're seeing family. But I honestly loved it. I would have given it like a 8 or 9 out of 10. It was just so wonderful. Alex loved it, my sister loved it. It was just so sweet, and just, it felt so wholesome. It just felt like a classic film. Like, I do get frustrated that so many films I watch nowadays are a certain type of movie, like the superhero movies that are all the bloody same, and lots of the rom-coms that are just not very good. This was so well made. It was beautiful. The set design, the costumes, the songs were amazing. It was a wholesome, lovely storyline. Just like felt like a classic storyline where they'd actually spent a good amount of time writing it. Because that's another thing I noticed with films or remakes, is that it feels like the storyline is either exactly the same as the original, but this is a prequel, so the storyline was great. But yeah, I feel like lots of films, the storylines is just the same as the original, or it feels like rushed because they haven't spent the time on it. But yeah, go see it if you haven't. And Timothée Chalamet was so good. He was so theatrical and great. And I feel like they weren't trying to do what the original one did. Totally different sort of vibe. And I felt like it was very wholesome. Perfect for kids as well. I would definitely watch that like every Christmas because it just had that feeling. But yeah, I need to wrap some presents, sort the house out, put the hallway back in order. Maybe I'll hang a picture or two in the hallway, maybe not. Again, that might be something that I'm setting myself to do that I won't have time for, because we do have another evening out this evening. We're going for my Christmas work do at 45 Queen Street in Penzance, which is beautiful there. And that's, well, we'll have to leave at like 5:30 because we're gonna go for a drink before. So I do have a bit of a timeline, but that's okay, we'll get it done. We just need to start. So first, actually, I do need to do a little bit of filming for a brand deal, and then I can get on with the house. And I think Alex might take Roxy out. Do you know what I was thinking last night? I was on TikTok and a video of like nature popped up, and I realised that this month I haven't been walking Roxy as much because I've been using that time that maybe I would usually walk Roxy in the morning to edit Vlogmas. And it did make me a bit sad because I was like, wow, I really haven't gotten out in nature in December, and it's tricky to fit it in otherwise. I know that I could fit it in the day when I'm like filming and stuff, but yeah, it's been one of those things I haven't mastered this year. I feel like last year I did manage to fit that in. I did manage to go on walks. I'm wondering what's changed, but I'm gonna try and get out more over Christmas when I'm signed off from work, because I really miss it. I almost got a bit teary-eyed when I saw a video. I was like, wow, I really haven't been outside, and walking in nature and being in nature matters so much to me. It's such an important part of my like self-care and my well-being, so that made me a bit sad that I haven't prioritized that. And I could make excuses, but I think it's just I haven't prioritized it. I haven't put it on my list of things that are important this month, and I need to change that. So yeah, unfortunately I don't think I'm going to be able to today, but I'm going to hopefully do that more this month. And I've gotten a bit jealous when I'm watching those vlogs of Alex out walking her, seeing how lovely that is. But maybe I can do it today, maybe tomorrow. Anyway, I'm gonna start filming, so that's done. So we have this epic sandwich which has caramelized red onion and cranberries, a cranberry and red onion chutney I made, as well as the Violife smoked cheddar, the La Ronde, which is a camembert alternative, and their cheddarton. And they're all in there with some vegan butter, and I'm making the most epic sandwich. Me and Al will share this. Look at the size of it, because he made that huge ball. And I think that this is the key, to layer up the cheeses so you get all the different flavours. And I just caramelised the onions. It will be on TikTok. If you want to go check out my TikTok, then you can go find this recipe. If you want to make it this Christmas, because it's the perfect way to use up some of the vegan cheeses on like Boxing Day or the day after that. Not use up, but you know, like when you're just eating leftovers, if you've had cheese boards or cheese and crackers for a day or two and you fancy something different, then this is a great way to enjoy the vegan cheese that you've got this year and have it with some delicious caramelized red onions and cranberries. Oh my gosh, it smells amazing. This is a hack if you've not done it before with a cheese toastie, is to splash a little bit of water in there to create steam, and then put the lid on, and it makes the cheese melt. Because you do this with normal cheese as well, it just helps the inside to melt, because obviously there's a thick layer of bread there that's getting toasted and the heat is getting absorbed, so sometimes it doesn't make it to the center of the toastie. So this really helps to steam it. This this top doesn't really fit this one, so it would be better if you had a lid that actually fit, but it does the job. You look ridiculous, Roxy.
What day is it?
She's so not a destructive dog at all. She's so gentle.
Okay, it's there.
It's there. Okay.
Get it.
Okay.
It's a treat. Here.
See how gentle she is.
You pushed it back in, silly. Oh dear. Right. Down. 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 Yeah, ooh, no, almost down.
You have to do it with a gesture.
I know, but she was doing it yesterday without, and I was like, oh, she's got it, she's got it.
I think she's learnt with a gesture, because that's what she goes off.
Little one. Last one. Up.
Look at this bad boy. I'm about to film the final shot of me eating it, but oh my god! This is actually the best sandwich I think I've ever made, Alex. Look at it. All of this violet cheese as well. Melts amazingly. So it's got the, I think I already said this, the camembert alternative, the smoky one, and the cheddarton. Another key to a crispy outside, aside from using the steaming method, is to butter the outside of the toast as well. And use one of those griddle pans so that you get the lovely, dark, crispy burnt bits. Swiftly and surely running out of time today. Finished via life, yay! So it should be live. Maybe not, maybe, I don't know, we'll see. If it is, I'll link it. Go over to my TikTok if you don't already follow me and go check it out because it's a really delicious recipe. We're running out of time because it is middle of the afternoon now and we have to frantically tidy because it just needs to be done before we go out this evening. We're going out this evening at 5:30, I think. So we have 3 hours and I need to get ready in some of that time. I have got my makeup on for today. So I was thinking actually, I keep seeing gorgeous, gorgeous girls with gorgeous, gorgeous bows in their hair, and I've saved a few videos on TikTok of like using a hair clip or how to tie a bow like with your fingers. So I might try that later and just pin my hair half back because the blow dry is still looking good, but I can refresh it with the Dyson and my makeup's fine for this evening. Maybe I'll put some red lipstick on. And I might be having a dress arrive today. I ordered something from Nobody's Child. It's a dress that I've had my eye on for like the past, probably like 3 months. It's a kind of, I think it's corduroy green dress. And I put it in my basket a while ago and then I took it out and then I put it in my basket and I just never committed to it. And then when we were in London, there was a shop in Chelsea and I went in and I was like, oh, I just really want that dress because I don't want to feel uncomfortable on Christmas Day. And my dress that I usually wear, I love it so much and I will keep wearing it at Christmas time. But sometimes I get a bit like, ugh, because it's like, I don't know. I don't like going on about this too much, but I guess I always end up talking about it, but I do fluctuate with my weight, stress related reasons, it's normal. We're women and a lot of us go up and down in our weight because of stress or because of health reasons or because of no reason at all, and that's totally fine. And I ordered it in a size that I'm going to feel comfortable in, and it's got balloony kind of sleeves and, well, fingers crossed anyway, I'll feel comfortable in it. But my dress that I usually wear, it's more of a straight sleeve and it's like a high neck, and when I'm cooking it just gets a bit hot and gets a bit much. So I thought if I have balloon sleeves, it's a V-neck, I'm going to feel less constricted and I'm going to feel a bit more comfortable, fingers crossed. Putting that out there, and I'll show it to you if I wear it this evening, because I might wear it this evening and also on Christmas Day. But I'm really looking forward to it. I'm kind of like in my era of accepting my body a bit more, and that's actually one of the things on my list for my New Year resolution to think about more deeply, because I feel like other mental health things have gotten in the way for so long, and it's always been about like my health anxiety, or in the past when I had disordered eating habits and maybe anxieties, but I feel like I've just kind of pushed aside the fact that I have a real bad body image and like body dysmorphia, and maybe that's my next thing to work on, because it doesn't impact my life enough for it to be a problem. It impacts my life on a superficial way where I feel a bit like, oh, I don't like the way I look, or I feel uncomfortable in clothes, which I feel like most of us probably can relate to. Not so so much like a mental health disorder or like something that's consuming my day. So maybe that's something to think about in the new year that I can work on and consider, as well as other things. So yeah, that was a tangent, and I'm obviously delaying things. So I'm gonna go in the hallway and get that done, because that is the most important thing. That's the thing that's kind of on my mind. So let's do that. I'm gonna put my headphones on so I can concentrate. Because this is another thing that helps. Put some headphones in your ears, put some really motivational music and switch off.
Do any of this stuff from
Hey Bobby. Bobby, Bobby, Bob. Bobby, come here. I know actually Sir Bob.
My sir.
Huh?
My sir.
Oh, Lady Bob.
Extended.
Oh! Good little chicken. Whee! Bye-bye. Oh. Smells. I literally was just talking about this.
Oh, that's addressed to me.
Huh? It arrived. Nobody's child. What's in here, Bob? Nothing for you. It's for Mummy. Mummy! Don't throw away plastic bags like this. If I ever get a big one like this, I save it because you may have noticed when we were painting, we put the plastic bags on the lamps. Or if you're painting and you're using rollers, you can cover your paint like, what's it called, tray, with a plastic sheet and use it the next day. Always handy. I just have a bag in my utility room filled with bigger bags like this for that exact reason. So tissue paper. Perfect for presents, that's gonna be saved. So here is the dress. It's like a really subtle corduroy material. It's more like velvet, but it's kind of corduroy. No, it is corduroy. I think that this was like, how much was it? 85. 85. Nobody's Child are one of those brands that are like a conscious, sustainable brand that's a bit more affordable. I don't imagine that they're perfect when it comes to sustainability. However, they are doing better than most. And I feel like their designs are very like timeless. They've definitely got like seasonal stuff like this, but the clothes I've got from them, I've got 2 cardigans and another dress in a very similar shape, except it's got shorter sleeves and it's cotton and it's navy. But I wear it all the time, timeless. So that's why I love them. And this looks beautiful. So it's sort of V-neck buttons here, and I know that this style of dress fits me and is comfy because I literally own it in a different colour and material. But I think these sleeves are all the way to the wrist, whereas my other one is half length. And it's a nice big skirt. Just how festive. And also, it's not so festive that I can't wear this any time of the year. I feel like you could even wear this in summer on an evening with like sandals, because you do get a bit chilly sometimes. I feel like this is just year round a great dress. So I might wear this tonight just to test it out. So I'm just gonna put this in the living room, because basically what I use tissue paper for is if I ever need to put anything in a bag, or if something needs kind of like wrapping underneath the wrapping paper, kind of just adds a nice little layer. And you often get these in packages, these perfect sheets of tissue paper. Oh my God. Is it on my leggings?
Do a spin.
It's all over the sleeves. When did that happen? You break down, it's all good. I wish you would. Remember when we were fighting for an eye? What? You enjoying it? Why not?
I'm enjoying how bad it is.
Always knew how to press my buttons. We are getting somewhere. I'm seeing this vision. So I have condensed our coats to the ones that we wear for dog walks that aren't brightly coloured. Because, well actually to be fair, I wear these two for dog walks mostly. And this one and this one. Actually, none of your coats are on here. This one's on here because it's a nice colour. This is like, it's not going to stay like this. We're going to end up with lots of coats on here. But I put the kind of waterproof ugly ones in here, which I know that's stupid. They'll come out, they'll go on that they'll go on that thing. It's just for my own enjoyment just now. And then we've got some baskets, because I always think baskets just look nice. And I've also temporarily in here, I'm gonna hoover, but the hoover's just died, but I just put baskets in here as like, I guess for what I want in the future, because we're gonna get this boxed out. So this one is gonna be for the shoes that are like, they don't get muddy. They're the ones that we wear around the house, like Crocs. And then there's some VO Barefoots in there. So like boots and stuff won't go in here, but smaller shoes. And then clean dog towels. Obviously it's gonna be done properly. This basket I'm gonna leave there because we always have packages, random things that need going in the car, and that's what that's gonna be for. And it has to be emptied, otherwise it will look bad because it's like see-through. This is for dog stuff, so it doesn't have to hang up, because I don't love the way that like harnesses and stuff, they look messy, so it's in a box. And then this is for dog toys, and I can switch that out, but I think that looks quite cute, little hanging baskets. I might change this. This is honestly just for fun because the whole way is not done. Over here I've got my little nutcrackers I got the other day, my lamp. I think that we're gonna need a bigger lamp for this corner, but again, it's just gonna be something we're just gonna, like when the cupboards and stuff are done, I'll figure it all out properly, but it just needs to look nice for Christmas. So I've got a little Christmas tree, little nutcrackers, a little bowl. I made this. I did a little ceramic class and made this. And then a nice diffuser for when people come in, the house is going to smell good. And this was just a little vase I had. You don't actually have to use the diffuser things that you buy them with. Often they're not very pretty. So I just put them in nice little things that I've got myself. And then this is the nicest part. This is the chair from the living room that we swapped. It's been living in the kitchen in the corner, but it means that we can't open this door. And at Christmas time, I think it's gonna be way easier if both doors are open, so we can sort of have a bit more of an open plan feel. If I'm cooking, we can have like a Christmas film on and I can hear it. And then if there's like lots of us, there's gonna be 9 of us in the house. So we can open through both doors. Alex is cleaning. And I just think it's going to make it more convenient. Part of me wondered whether it would be nice to have that in the kitchen, because then there's an extra seat. But this, how cute does this look? It needs a good scrub. I'm going to wipe it because that's Roxy's doing. And then this is the table from the living room that will move back after Christmas, and I'll see how I feel about having a table there. I feel like I would get a tinier, smaller table, not one quite that big, that can be like a little circle one next to the chair. And I just popped some things on it to make it look pretty, but it makes you excited for the vision. My personality just wants to hang loads of pictures now. Like, I really want to do that, but I know that's just not very useful part of my time. Like, I think before Christmas, I feel like we could definitely get a few things up on the walls, like here and here, and at the end. I really want to put a mirror in the entrance. In fact, I'm going to move it there and see what it looks like. But I'm going to go onto my list and be sensible about the things that need doing over the things I want to do, because I know that it's the time that, what time is it actually? I need to like start thinking about what needs to be done before we go out later, over me having fun. Like realistically, probably what's more important is that we clear the spare bedroom, because there's loads of stuff in there and we need that ready for when people come. I have a feeling this is going to be too big. Oh, it could go portrait rather than landscape. And don't sometimes people just prop it on the wall? Alex will probably say no to that and he'll want to hang it. I really like that there, but I do still think it's too big, because when we get the cupboard done, the cupboard door's gonna come out, so there's probably no use in actually even putting it there, is there? It also just looks too big, doesn't it? Yeah, that's way too big. It's also way too gold. Do you know what I think would look great there? Those like fisherman mirrors. I've seen them in vintage shops, the ones that are kind of fish-eyed and circular. I feel like that would fit the vibe, because we live in Cornwall. That would be really cute. That does not look right though. Got our little boot collection. Look how cute with the colour of the bench. Yay! Now I need to put something up here. Maybe a little painting. You're like, I don't care.
No.
I've popped these up here. Oh, Alex has got a bottle of Prosecco because we're going out soon. And the boots down here. Let me know what you think about these pictures. Should I leave them like that, just propped, and not bother getting the carpenter to build a bigger shelf? Just to save some money. I mean, I could always ask him and say how much would that cost, because you could put stuff up there that could be useful. Or do you think it looks quite nice just having the pictures, or do you think that we should get a bigger shelf and hang the pictures up there? Is that a good spot for them? And I quite like these here because they take up a lot of space in our utility. It's quite a small area and it becomes very dusty in there. So that means that I can be reminded that I have more than just one pair, because I always wear my Bunstone Finisterre ones. And I have all these wellies, and sometimes I go like and get my legs soaking wet because I'm only wearing short boots. But this looks so cute. I've picked my spot. Owning a bigger house, I swear, is just moving stuff from room to room constantly. I've actually popped the ring light on. I just saw it whilst I was tidying and I was like, I really need to use that. I have made an error by popping this spot. Let me turn the dehumidifier off. We're below 60. It's one of those spots that's like, it needs to be popped, but it won't. I've just made it worse. Honestly, that was the stupidest thing to do. I can't believe I've done that when I'm literally about to go out. And now I'm gonna have a massive red mark on my cheek. Can you see? Why? Are you the same as me? If I have a spot, even if it's not bad, I have to pop it. And then it becomes a bad spot. So I'm gonna use the Lisa Eldridge foundation. I'm not gonna put it on that spot. So you're just gonna have to be grossed out by the fact that I've got that on my face now. And I'm gonna put my makeup on elsewhere. I'm just touching up because I've been running around like a headless chicken. This Lisa Eldridge foundation as well, I will say is, oh, I've just put it over the spot, oh well. It's very matte, which is a good thing if you want it to last a bit longer. And actually putting it on top of the makeup I put on earlier has worked. Because I'm a lazy makeupper, so that's good. I may as well have taken my makeup off and started from the beginning. The house is feeling a lot better now. The hallway is feeling great. It makes me so excited to see the hallway like that. I do get overexcited and then I want to just do that instead of do like practical things. But I did push through and tidy the other rooms. Even though family are coming tomorrow, so that's why I'm doing this ahead of time. They're not staying with us until Sunday night. They're staying in St Ives. I know that they might want to come round or pop over or, you know, that kind of thing. You know, you kind of want to be like, hey, come round for a drink and not feel worried that your house is a mess. Or if they say, hey, I'm going to stay over tonight and they want to have a drink with you, then yeah, I just don't want to feel worried that things aren't in place. And obviously when you've done a renovation close to Christmas, your house becomes crazy. So tomorrow, I'm sure in the morning, we'll just put the remaining bits away, clean, and hopefully we'll feel a bit more prepared. Alex has washed all the sheets. Are you doing any prepping? Are you hosting? Let me know what you're doing for Christmas, what your plans, if you celebrate Christmas, or, you know, hopefully when you watch me, I've given you some Christmas joy, because I know some of you said that you don't really like Christmas, but you're enjoying the festive spirit in my videos, and I understand there'll be so many reasons why people don't love Christmas, because it can be a challenging time, and I do understand that. But let me know what you're doing, if you're hosting, if you're going to spend time with family. Let me know, I would love to hear it. And let me know if you similarly picked your spot today and regretted it, because this is becoming out of control and there's nothing I can do about it. And also, because I picked it just now, you can't even cover it. You literally can't cover it. Maybe it will look like I've got a mole. Could I make it a mole? Could I cover it? Everyone knows that I don't have a mole though, so it's not gonna be very convincing. I swear I've been saying every day that I'm gonna wrap presents and it's not happened yet. And I do this every single year. Actually, I'm gonna give myself credit that this year actually I bought presents a bit earlier than I usually do. But every single year, every week that passes, I'm like, I'm gonna wrap presents today, I'm gonna wrap presents today, I'm gonna wrap presents today. And it always ends up being just before Christmas, and so there's nothing under the tree, which is fine. Oh, I said I was gonna do red lips. I'm gonna use the oil first, because I don't want it to be too intense. I'm gonna use Energy from Bare Minerals. And I don't actually have a red lip liner, but even if you don't have a red one, you can just use any colour, like neutral colour. Obviously not darker than red. So this is a Bare Minerals one, and this colour is, does it even say? Mindful Mulberry. I feel like it just helps to make the lipstick stay.
Whoa!
Thank you. A festive delivery. Cheers.
You've got another delivery down here.
Oh, she needs to go out for a wee, I think.
Need a wee, okay.
It's kind of, in a weird way, I feel like today is kind of the last day of work. It's not, because I'm still doing Vlogmas, but it is I just finished my last campaign of the year, and all I have to do is post it, or if they have any slight changes, I'll change that. But it's kind of like my last proper day of work, where I have to sit on the computer for a bit longer or film something for a brand. I don't intend on making any new content for like Instagram or anything like that before the end of the year. I might like post like a sign off kind of thing. Actually, I've seen a few people post cute like best bits of the year. I might do that. The only issue with that is it's a bit of a highlight reel, isn't it? So I feel like if I do that, I'm going to include some happy and sad things. That's the lipstick. I said I wasn't going to go for an intense colour, but actually it distracts from the spot a little bit, doesn't it? And it's not going to stay there because I'm going to be eating. Mineralist lipsticks from Bare Minerals are not like intense lipsticks. They are not matte lipsticks. I love them because they kind of feel like lip balm. And they do last, but I feel like as they fade, they kind of just look like a less intense version of what you first put on. Yeah, let me know what you think of those. I've seen, like, I remember last year it was like, and with that, the 2022 season ends. And I remember making that video last year, and that was quite cute because it was our wedding, and I was reflecting on my year and how I'd actually had quite a tough year at the start, and then I'd overcome it, and then we got married, and it was a lovely, lovely end to the year. And then this year, I suppose, I've had lots of ups and downs, like all of us have, and it can be really tricky to reflect sometimes. I find it tricky. I like looking forwards to like the new year. I quite like the new year in terms of not New Year's Eve, but setting goals and starting fresh. I find that quite pleasing. Let me know, are you the sort of person who loves or hates New Year's? What do you think of these highlight reels on social media? Do you find them motivating? Do you find them cute? Because to be honest, actually, when I look at other people's, I think, oh, that's cute because I follow them. And I think that's nice. I remember when they did that. But then again, if I was in maybe a sad mindset, I might look at it and go, oh God, good for you. You know, I think that's all I'm going to do with my makeup. I don't really want to do anything else. So now is the doing of my hair. Do you know what is such a sight that I love is a Prosecco glass with a red lipstick stain on it. I just feel like that's iconic. It just brings me joy. Sign of a good night. Yeah, TikTok. I was looking at those bow hair tutorials. I think I've saved a lot of them. How do you get to your saved? Saved? So this was one of them. It was like putting the bow on the clip and then like, that's so cute. That was one option. And then another option is just a plain old, I think she's just showing you how to tie it properly so it's not upside down, which is actually quite smart because I usually do tie it upside down. Just a simple old kind of half up, half down and then just tying a ribbon. Could be cute. In a way I prefer that. Seems simpler. Do you know what I really want to get is one of these little French clips. But then when I watch girls do this, the ring light is not helping me out here. Like I look at that and I'm like, how do you do that? Maybe it's just a technique to learn. Hello, little chicken. I think I'm just gonna tie it, do a half up, half do, and then put a ribbon on it, but follow her little tutorial because that's very handy to learn how to do the ribbon upside down. My blow dry actually is still looking quite good. Look, it's, you see the curls on here? Like I've still got the curls. I'm gonna, well maybe I don't even need to. I might refresh it, I might not. I think the front pieces I'll need to. And I'll look in the mirror, but I'll put it up first because it's unlikely to need too much zhuzhing. Hello, little chicken. I always find it's more flattering if you do a half up, half do, even with a claw clip, to go up rather than going straight back, because otherwise you end up with like no hair underneath and your hair doesn't look very thick unless you're blessed with very, very coarse, thick hair. I bought a thing of ribbon and a pair of fabric scissors. No idea where they are. BRB. My husband was the culprit, of course. Oh, now I've lost my phone. What time is it? I remember going downstairs with it. I got a pair of fabric scissors, which feels like the most adult purchase ever. Oh, look. Because I was fed up of cutting things. This reminds me of Hercules. What is it that she says? Oh my God, I'm gonna insert that clip when she's like, one little, like, what does she say? My friend Ali was here, she would know. It's like on Hercules and she's like, So this is the ribbon I bought, this beautiful green colour, which I thought matched the dress perfectly. How much do I cut? That's the thing I get kind of stressed about. Let's see how long this girl's piece of ribbon was. It looked quite long, so she had it like in half. Yeah, let's go for that. Surely that's long enough. So first step, halfway, she loops it through the hair tie. Why am I doing this when I only have 20 minutes? I'm not even dressed. Okay, put it through. That does make sense. Let's get it even. Now I've got the issue with this ribbon is that it's not like this on one side, so I've got to, which way round does she go? Gosh, she goes so fast, slow down. She goes up. What does she do? Up. Loop. Loop. So she creates 2 loops. How the hell am I going to do this? This is complicated. The loop like that. I guess what she's doing is placing the loops of the ribbon so they look good. If this doesn't work, I'm just going to do it the way I always do it, which is just tying the ribbon and not giving a crap because no one's looking that closely. Nobody cares. So the loops are on top. Gosh, this is an arm workout. The loop is on top. This is like the first time I learnt how to French and Dutch braid my hair. Oh my god, okay, if this works, she creates the 2 loops like this. You've got the 2 loops on either side, and then she just ties them. My brain. Oh my gosh, my arms. Okay. These girls, how do they do it? I can't do it! Right, loop. Loop. They need to be even, otherwise they're not gonna look good. Oh my gosh, I literally can't do it. 1, 2, across, and tie. Go through! And pull. Not sure that's worked. So maybe it just requires some tidying. That feels like it's upside down though. So she just tightens and adjusts it, I guess. I have no idea what that looks like. Okay, it looks nice, it's just very crooked. What does it look like? Like, why is it going off to one side? Is it the hairband, where it is on the hairband? Yeah, why is it veering off to one side? I think that the bow's too a bit smaller. Kind of, you don't really want it to be wider than your head, do you? I don't understand why it's crooked though. It looks really nice. Whoops. I just don't get why is it veering off to one side? Yeah, look, it keeps on doing it. Explain it to me, hair tie. Okay, look, where is the hair tie? We are cutting it fine. I kind of like it when the bows are floppy, but I guess you can't really achieve that when you're doing it with a ribbon. I kind of want it to flop either side like that. No, I don't think it's going to look floppy. I don't know if I'd recommend this technique because it doesn't make it floppy. I think this technique is to make it like stand up. I don't know that I like that look. Anyway, let's trim the ends because it's too long. Do we go like here? So about here. What do we think? What do we think? What do we think of our little bow? Can you see the bow? Can you even see it? Can you even see it? These pieces need control. Battery's flashing, so I'm gonna get dressed and I'll say goodbye when I'm ready. My dad has arrived, so this is the final look with my cute little bow, which hopefully is going to stay in place. Can you even see it? And then this is the dress on. I absolutely love it. I'll link it below if it's still available. But I love the shoulders, they're like puffy, and then the sleeves are puffy. Beautiful neckline, Chanel bag, my Maveya red little pumps, which just feel, I'm worried, is it a little bit too much? Like, is it too elfin? I don't know, I might wear the black ones. Coming! Yes, I'm gonna go with black instead. Can you see my feet? Anyway, do the little lipstick emoji for today. Mwah. See you in tomorrow's Vlogmas.